Good morning, guys. You're watching Amber in the AM, which of course makes me Amber, and this is everything you need to know to talk sports with the best of them today. The Tennessee Titans clinched the AFC's #1 seed with a dominant win over the Pittsburgh Steelers, 31-14. Chris Johnson and Lendale White each ran for a score, while Kerry Collins also had one by air. The Titans will now enjoy home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Another team that will be playing at home in the postseason, the New York Giants. The G-men battled their way to a hard-fought overtime victory, 34-28 over the Carolina Panthers. A cold and windy game was won on the ground as New York put up over 300 yards in rushing, 215 yards for Derek Ward, while Brandon Jacobs added 87 and 3 touchdowns. Matt Ryan's Falcons locked up a spot in the playoffs with a 24-17 W over the Minnesota Vikings. The Falcons sit at 10-5 this season, a long way from that 4-12 record of yesteryear. No one is enjoying a turnaround more than the Miami Dolphins, who were a league worst 1-15 last season. They handled Kansas City 38-31 yesterday, putting them at 10-5 with an opportunity to clinch the AFC East next weekend in a big game against the Jets. And speaking of the Jets, New York fell from AFC East glory on a 13-3 upset at the hands of the Seattle Seahawks. They have now lost 3 of their last 4 when it matters most. Their only hope of making the playoffs now is with a win over Miami next week, coupled with a Baltimore or New England loss. The Pats destroyed Arizona 47-7 in the snow to keep pace with Miami. Another team that missed its chance to clinch a playoff berth, the Denver Broncos lost to the Buffalo Bills 30-23 at home, leaving the door open for the Chargers, who knocked off the Bucs in Tampa. Now Denver and San Diego will play next Sunday night for the AFC West title. And finally, the Detroit Lions are the first team to go 0-15 in NFL history, thanks to a 42-7 drubbing from the New Orleans Saints. Moving away from football, the Los Angeles Angels have pulled their offer from Mark Teixeira, announcing they will no longer go after the first baseman. The offer was reportedly 8 years at $160 million. At least Baltimore and Washington is quite possibly the Yankees and Red Sox as teams that still have interest in the 28-year-old slugger. And on the hardwood, the Boston Celtics improved to 26-2 with a 124-105 victory over the New York Knicks behind Rajon Rondo's 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And that, guys, is everything you need to know in the world of sports. If you missed anything here today, you know the drill. Stop, refresh, and rewatch. I am Amber Wilson, and you have a marvelous Monday. So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.